ElectraCast.
Planning a wedding shouldn't feel overwhelming. The Knot brings everything together in one place. Vendors who get your vibe, a custom planning checklist, guest list tools, and a free wedding website that syncs with it all. So instead of juggling a dozen apps and spreadsheets, you can actually enjoy getting married. Get started at theknot.com/audio. The Knot. Let's plan your wedding together.
Welcome to the Congressional Record Daily Digest, where we bring you all the previous day's U.S. legislative proceedings in 4 minutes or less. In today's episode, we bring you the Congressional Record for March 3rd, 2026.
Today in Congress, both chambers of Congress advanced legislation spanning small business development, housing policy, national security, tribal affairs, and veterans issues. In the Senate, 16 bills were introduced. Lawmakers passed the Small Business Innovation and Economic Security Act, extending the Small Business Innovation Research and Small Business Technology Transfer programs. These programs provide federal research and development funding to small businesses and research institutions working to develop new technologies. The Senate also approved 3 measures authorizing the President to award the Medal of Honor. House Resolution 3377 authorizes the award to James Capers, Jr. for acts of valor during the Vietnam War. House Resolution 7194 authorizes the award to Nicholas Dockery for acts of valor in Afghanistan. House Resolution 7211 authorizes the award to John W. Ripley for acts of valor during the Vietnam War. These actions formally recognize extraordinary military service. Lawmakers continued consideration of the Housing for the 21st Century Act, legislation aimed at increasing the housing supply nationwide. The bill has implications for renters, homebuyers, developers, and local governments. The Senate also arranged for a potential vote on Senate Joint Resolution 104, which would direct the removal of United States armed forces from unauthorized hostilities against Iran. In addition, senators received a presidential message continuing the national emergency first declared in 1995 with respect to Iran. That notice was referred to the Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs. Committee activity included an armed services hearing on the National Defense Strategy, a commerce, science, and transportation hearing on artificial intelligence technologies used to improve safety and productivity, and a judiciary oversight hearing with the Secretary of Homeland Security. A judiciary subcommittee also examined child trafficking and protections for vulnerable children. In the House of Representatives, 29 public bills and 3 resolutions were introduced. Under suspension of the rules, members passed measures extending long-term land leases for federally recognized Indian tribes, improving broadband deployment reviews, clarifying federal definitions of critical minerals, supporting workforce development in fishing communities, recognizing homeschooled students as high school graduates under federal law, and requiring Department of Labor training to improve detection of human trafficking. The House Rules Committee advanced consideration of the Department of Homeland Security Appropriations Act for fiscal year 2026, shaping funding for border security and disaster response. The Agriculture Committee began markup of the Farm, Food, and National Security Act of 2026, and a joint hearing focused on legislative priorities presented by major veterans service organizations. Together, the day's actions centered on economic development, housing supply, national defense, Homeland Security, tribal policy, and veterans recognition. Those were the key activities of March 3rd, 2026 in the U.S. Congress.
Subscribe to receive daily updates or rate or review so others can find us as well. Thanks for tuning in to the Congressional Record Daily Digest. This has been an ElectraCast media production. Executive producers are Mark Netter and Peter Rafelson. Produced and edited by Delilah Sperrazza. Music by Peter Rafelson.
30 years ago, Blinds.com broke the mold and made custom window treatments easy for everyone. Over 25 million windows later, we're celebrating by giving our customers up to 50% off site-wide during our anniversary sale. Whether you DIY it or want a pro to handle everything from measure to install, Blinds.com has you covered. Shop online, access real design professionals, and get free samples. Thank you for 30 amazing years. Shop the anniversary sale now through March 11th and get up to 50% off site-wide at Blinds.com.
The Geo-Godfather Wars is an all-new podcast giving you the real talk on understanding how geopolitics impacts you and your world. Join your host, Barack Senior, and me, Leah Tedrow, each week as we unpack the complexities, strategies, and players running the world, and how those forces affect your everyday life and decisions, whether you know it or not. Available wherever you listen to your podcasts. See you there.
ElectraCast. ElectraCast.